let's bring in Senate President Pro Tem, Iowa GOP Senator Chuck Grassley, and member of the Senate Judiciary Committee as well. Good morning to you, Senator.
I'm glad to be with you. Thank you for having me. Good morning to everybody.
Morning. What's your response to that, what you heard Chris Coons say?
Well, first of all, Chris Coons knows better. His comments are absurd. What we're doing is what's been done every time there's a vacancy on the Supreme Court. The Senate does its constitutional responsibility of considering that nominee, and that's what we're doing now in the case of Barrett. What Senator Coons and other Democrats, and particularly Senator Biden, don't want you to believe is what's in the Democratic platform, that they are going to add seats. We have 9 seats for 150 years, and there's never been more than 9 seats. What they want to do is put 10, 11, 12, and maybe up to 13 seats on the Supreme Court, so they can put 4 liberals on the Supreme Court, so that they'll have a majority, and so that the court can once again become a super legislature. The type of people that have been put on the court recently are the ones who believe that the courts should just interpret law and the Constitution and not stretch the Constitution beyond original intent. Democrats don't like that, because what they can't get through the Congress, they can go to the court, gets done. And so packing the Supreme Court is not filling a vacancy. Packing the Supreme Court is adding a 10th, 11th, 12th, or 13th seat.
I just can't believe that's their plan. To tell us filling seats with judges, what the president did, is packing the court, as if that has anything to do with the Supreme Court. It does not. Senator, in all your years, have you ever felt as though an election would result in more radical change than this one, between the adding of states, the attack on the Electoral College, and now adding 2 Supreme Court justices? Are all those things rhetoric, or are they real?
I think you have to consider them very real, considering how Biden, who was kind of a middle-of-the-road person for the 47 years he was in the United States Senate, and then vice president, and now running for presidency, he had to compromise with Sanders and the progressives to get the nomination, and so he's beholden to them, and they're going to make sure he does it. And then when you do away with the filibuster in the United States Senate, you don't have to force bipartisanship anymore, they will ram all those things through, and it will very dramatically change the federal system of government, where we divide things between Washington and the states, and it will also compromise the checks and balances of government, making the Supreme Court a political body instead of a judicial body.
All right. Senator, things are going to kick off there on Capitol Hill with her confirmation hearing, Amy Coney Barrett's, here in about 2 hours and 18 minutes. People will see it live here on the Fox News channel. People are wondering whether or not this confirmation hearing would be anything like the last one. If people have forgotten what the last one was like, watch this.
In your yearbook, you talked about drinking and sexual exploits, did you not?
If you're worried about my yearbook, have at it, Senator.
Let's look at Beach Week Ralph Club biggest contributor. What does the word Ralph mean in that?
That probably refers to throwing up. I'm known to have a weak stomach.
Was there ever a time when you drank so much that you couldn't remember what happened or part of what happened the night before?
No, I remember what happened, and I think you've probably had beers.
So, Senator, are you expecting that kind of granular detail with Amy Coney Barrett?
I think Amy Coney Barrett is such a fine person, such a family person, such a mother, such an outstanding justice, that they can't attack her personally, but they're sure going to go after her strict construction of laws and the Constitution, because they don't like that. They want somebody on the Supreme Court that has the ability to look beyond Congress, to stretch laws of Congress way beyond what Congress intended. They want the court to be a super legislature, as it has been for a long time. And Trump comes in and he puts 3 people on the Supreme Court that are going to interpret the law and not make law, and they don't like that. And so that, and they see Barrett as a threat. So the Democrats are going to go after her as not being very realistic on stretching laws.
All right.
Senator, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Glad to be with you.
Y'all have a busy week. Good luck. Thank you.